Leah, unmute yourself.
Hello, everybody. Welcome to Star Trek Payette, our series finale. I can't believe it's already our series finale. So, last time on Star Trek Payette, Leah.
The ship answered a distress call, as we usually do, in somewhere. And I'm the worst person to do this.
That was it. You answered a distress call somewhere in space. That's perfect. Yeah. Okay. Sam.
Upon answering the distress call from the USS Haida, we found it around the planet. As we moved to investigate, we found that stellar phenomena were opening up away from the planet, so
great.
We went to investigate.
Yeah, excellent. Okay, go, Paul.
It was basically shaking in the Haida, which had gone missing a week prior. No crew, still had energy. No lifeboats or escape pods.
Great. And Stefan.
As we investigated the Haida, numerous fun malfunctions occurred that sent the Payette screeching off across the sector, which we promptly attempted to pursue and then managed to break a new ship almost immediately by bringing it out of warp.
And you broke the old ship and were saved by Romulans, which is my personal favorite part of the story. And now, the continuation. Hello, welcome back to Star Trek Payette, our series finale. Dun dun dun! Episode Doors and Windows. That's what this is called, folks. Doors and Windows. I am the GM Tim. I'll be your GM tonight. And with us playing Captain Zanny. You got promoted last time.
I'm Captain.
Yeah,
official captain.
Not
just captain.
Yeah, no, not just. Yeah, give a player a DM spot, and suddenly he levels everybody up. So, yeah. So you are Captain Zanny, Captain Devin Zanny.
Yeah, officially.
Yeah, and you want to give us a quick intro on who you are? Although I just did it for you. I'm sorry.
He's the captain.
Yeah,
he was captain of the USS Payette. He's an ex-pilot turned captain unexpectedly, Betazed, who has to deal with these jokers and Romulans a lot of the time. So he's just trying to hold the ship together, which we managed to break more often than might be reasonable.
Good God, you managed to break it a lot. Like, you break it a lot.
We break it a lot.
It's impressive, but wow.
sometimes we do it without even trying. It's pretty great.
I mean, that alone is impressive enough. Yeah, it's all right. How about Leah next? Hi, Leah.
Hello.
Who do you play?
I play Commander. I think I'm a commander now.
I think you are. Yeah. Did everyone get a promotion, Gopal?
Except for Sofek and Gurkhan.
All right. So you're a commander, Les. Good job.
I play Commander Varya Yesikov. I'm the Chief Security Officer, and XO aboard was the USS Payette.
Nice.
What's left of the USS Payette.
Yeah, what's left of it, indeed.
Yeah. I also played Chief Sarah Band, who is the pilot.
Yeah.
He's a lot more cool and collected than I am.
I mean, what else is roleplay for but to do that, right? Let's go to our chief engineer, Gopal.
I
We're all top of our game.
I play Lieutenant Commander Gurkhan. He's a Klingon who started off on the Officer Exchange Program, and according to the Klingon High Council, he is now dead.
Yeah.
And is a permanent member of Starfleet. And he was trapped aboard the Payette while it ran off at maximum warp, and is probably one of the major causes of all the damage to the Payette, trying to stop it.
I mean, but you stopped it, so that's a good thing, right?
Technically, the Haida stopped it.
And then we got Stefan. How you doing, man?
Good. I play Lieutenant
Ryan.
All right.
carbonated water went down the wrong way. I play Lieutenant.
Thank you for joining our final episode of this season. We're all buggered.
It's been a year.
It has been.
Yes, I play. Shut up, Sam. Chief Science Officer Lieutenant Sofek, Vulcan, who has gone through a couple of promotions, demotions, and promotions again during his tenure in Starfleet due to differences of opinion with illogical superior commanders. However, he hasn't managed to annoy this commander off that much yet.
I mean, this one actually seems to like you. So
the captain's a bit of a rebel. Why shouldn't the Vulcan be?
Fair enough. Yeah, right. All right. So as we come out of the credits, the camera does that kind of cool pan, and instead of going in through the back window of the starship into the observation area like it usually does in most sort of Star Trek ships, Starfleet ships, this one is a bit different. So this one, the camera kind of pans around. You got the cool 4 nacelles. And it's kind of like almost like it's almost a D-style saucer section, but a little bit more ambassador. So it's a little bit more of that classic circle, but with that kind of smooth, rounded top surface of a Enterprise D. And the camera kind of swoops around and then dips down underneath, and then zooms in forward and hits the side of the bottom pod. So your bridge is on the bottom dorsal part of the saucer section, and zooms in, and it finds the 4 of you in the conference room just off the bridge of the USS Haida.
Right.
Everyone really does need some Dactygino. You're right.
I think I can.
It's all yours.
Well, let's lead in with some of the captain's log. Captain's log, stardate. You know what? I'm too tired to figure that out. Following a Starfleet distress call led us to the USS Haida, a starship with the crew whose captain had gone missing. The Haida had a new experimental warp drive designed to reach new top speeds and no longer damage subspace as our engines currently do. Power transfer gone wrong, a chase across the sector, and a humbling moment with the Romulan commander later, and we find ourselves somewhat stranded in space trying to effect repairs. I can't believe I'm asking Nevin for help. Keep you updated. Anyhow.
Okay, so you're in the conference room.
So we're in the conference room of the Haida,
Mhm.
and it still needs some repairs because if I remember, the nacelle's gone, or at least one is. Mevin's off the port bow
So the nacelle is sheared off of the Payette.
of the
So
Payette.
yeah, so the Payette is a Steamrunner class, so it's got that kind of like bar off the saucer, and one of the full nacelles has just been sheared right off. The Payette is probably not warp capable on its own. In
Well-
fact, it is not. Well, I'm not even a probably. It is not warp capable on its own.
And if I do remember correctly, under the Haida, we locked the computer last time.
You unlocked it because you have managed to stop it.
No, I meant we locked it because we accepted some of Mevin's help.
yes, that's right. Yeah, sorry.
But Mevin has offered to take us to safe harbor, not necessarily where we want to go.
That's right. Yeah,
but someplace to help us out so
Yeah.
we can leave.
likely a Romulan base. Likely.
Outpost.
Yeah.
So, Captain, have we tracked where we're going yet?
They haven't pulled you yet. You haven't accepted. You're
okay.
sort of
Sorry,
sitting
I thought we
where
were
you
being
ended
dragged.
last time. No, it's
Told Mevin that I'd like their help, but we haven't given any conditions on what that help means. Put it that way.
Hmm. Well, she must know that we have a prototype ship here.
Do you think it was that, or the weird warp jumps, which gave you away, or the fact that we knocked them out of warp on our way past? Sorry, I'm really sassy today for some reason. So
Have you had your coffee yet?
yeah.
Excuse me.
Gurkhan will
Talk amongst yourselves.
You're asking about coffee. Gurkhan's like, I would like to point out that the replicators on this vessel are malfunctioning, Captain.
Yeah, as the captain takes a big drink, it's like Ractagino, but it's actually like not
Just
Ractagino.
mud.
It's like
It's just wine.
It's just
blood
dirt.
wine. It's blood wine, and it's replicated blood wine. So it's like got that weird sort of metallic taste. Like
I just drank a cup of pennies.
yeah, yes. That's exactly. You just drank a cup of pennies. Yeah, and it was
Gurkhan toss-
warm. Oh God. Yeah, all sorts of
Gurkhan
wrong.
tosses the crew these little silver foil wrapped bars, and he goes, "Energy bars. They will provide you with protein, nutrients, and carbohydrates.
Beagle
They are
walks in.
not delicious."
Beagle walks in with the cup. Have you tried this Ractagino? It's great. Takes a huge swig.
Hey, yeah, Mile.
Sits down.
It's hot blood wine.
I look
Don't
over
drink
into the
that,
pip.
Beagle.
I look over the pips on a call and go, right, we promoted you last week.
yeah.
Anyway,
Yeah. Stupid, right?
here's the situation. We have one. The Haida is still generally functional, except for the. Anyways,
No, it's still fun.
Gurkhan kind of laughs at that. Functional.
As you say that, the power kind of goes.
Captain, everything works when it wants to. The power, we cannot find out why certain powers cutting off, cutting on. Also, the Payette, we were right at the edge of a warp core breach. It was going.
so we have two jobs: one to get the Payette back, two to get this ship back without anyone figuring out what it can really do. Our meta question: are our determination the same as they were essentially last week?
No, you now have two new determinations. So your determination is do not let either ship fall into Romulan hands, obviously. And the other one is hell no, this is going to work.
That's a Gurkhan one.
Yeah.
Seems to be our go-to.
Right. So here seems to be our options. One, we can hang out here with Mavin off our port bow until we can get Federation help, which could be weeks. Or we have her tow us somewhere
So
to help
unless
affect repairs.
Captain, there is a potential third option.
Oh no. Yeah.
We could overload the warp core on the Payette and jump to warp ourselves.
You want to scuttle the Payette and
Completely
move on
obliterated.
we still have one quantum torpedo on Payette.
At least it was loaded in the tube.
We have one. I know this. Is cuddling Payette that would explode quantum torpedo and.
So you could use the quantum torpedo to scuttle the Payette.
Yeah, but aren't quantum? And this is my TOS showing, but aren't quantum torpedoes like heavily regulated? We can only use it like last. And it like tears a hole in the galaxy.
It
really
can,
bad.
done poorly, it can create very big problems. Yes.
I just don't think that we should use quantum torpedo lightly.
Yes, absolutely.
Especially if jumping to warp right next to it.
Well,
absolutely.
That's a good point. We could take the quantum torpedo and use regular ones.
Mm-hmm.
But how long would it take to effectively remove any and all equipment that is needed or that could be used as backup for the Haida from the Payette?
Gurkhan Sofek, do you have anything that can be added to information before we try and figure that solution out?
The destruction of the Payette.
Mm-hmm.
So my brain's still trying to wrap around the sentence that you sent to me, actually.
Oh, okay. Zanny, it would probably take about a day to properly remove everything, which in the grand scheme of things is not a huge issue, but just time consuming because it's not like the Payette was completely useless. It's more like
it was new.
Ish.
It was new until we were given it.
Yeah. Well, once you drive it off the lot, depreciates.
60%
like
depreciation right away.
It's gone.
We're being very generous with our depreciation value.
Yeah, and I mean, a couple of battles with the Borg don't make it go up. I mean, maybe that could be pedigree, like it won a Formula 1 race or something.
I also should report that weapon systems on the Payette are useless. I am unable to use anything on there. If we were to use a torpedo to scuttle a ship, it would probably have to be manually done.
And are the transporters on the Haida right now?
I wouldn't trust them. I wouldn't trust them, Captain. You don't want half of our crew to dematerialize and then have the transporters shut off.
Which is part of the reason why it would take so long. You'd have to shuttle everything back and forth, right?
Yeah, I'm going to say that all three shuttles are working. Am I correct in that? The Salus, the Algonquin, and the Hoyat
they're working.
Runabouts.
But I would say that your well, it works. As far as like, it's either like scuttle or take with. It's not really like,
And tractor beaming at high warp is a rough concept.
But it's possible. Like, it's
The problem is the Haida is unreliable at this point, power-wise, right?
As humans might say, it has gremlins, sir.
But it's definitely got power, which is where the Payette is like it's drifting in space, right? Like you guys are on the Haida for a reason, so.
The runabouts have transporter pads on them. Well, could we use those to cut down time?
It would cut down time, yeah.
Yep. So.
Also, Captain, according to my readings, the warp nacelle damage on the Payette could cause massive damage to the current subspace of this system.
So if we blow it up, it could cause damage to the subspace systems?
Or use any part of its warp drive to help assist in getting it back to the Arandra station.
What's the chance that we try to tractor it and it blows up mid-warp?
We would be very briefly surprised.
What was...
I'll work on
Thank you for joining our last show.
I will work on getting the rear shield emitters to maximum strength, Captain.
Okay.
Has Niven indicated where she wants to take us?
No, not at the moment.
You hit her brain.
Is there any way we can transfer power from the Payette onto the Haida to try and shore up some of these systems?
Give me Gurkhan, give me an daring and engineering.
Yes, my greatest stats.
He said that in the conference room. Everybody looks at him. What?
1.
He has been playing Dungeons and Dragons with Beagle in Simulator quite often.
Yes, that is possible. And the simulator rocks all the time. I'm just going to say.
So this
Doctor
is
is
from
getting really tired of your bruises, Beagle.
I mean,
the Payette to the Beagle, correct? I mean to the Beagle. Payette to the Haida.
yes.
Yeah, Captain, we can drain the remainder of the auxiliary batteries to help restore the Haida.
Well, I'd rather not let any part of definitely not the Haida with experimental warp capabilities, and definitely not let the Payette fall into Mevin's hands, even though she's offering help.
Out of character, Tim, do the
Yeah.
Romulans at this point have quantum torpedo technology? They don't, right?
No, because you guys just barely have it.
Got it. So we have to take that torpedo with us and
Yeah.
not use it in
absolutely.
front of them.
Yeah. Well, it'd be a bad idea to use it in front of them. Yeah.
Like, what are you talking about? This is only
Probably
1/3
not
of our
let
normal
them know.
warhead.
Yeah.
Captain, have you been able to read anything from Mevin's intentions?
Not really.
Well, so you didn't actually try. So why don't you give me a presence and medicine to see if you kind of figure that one out. If you had gotten a vibe off of her while you were in the, now that you have time to process your emotions and your thoughts.
All right.
Shacker's like,
Yeah, so it actually seemed sincere. I mean, there was obviously like, I'm totally taking as much as I can. Like, you've got that definitely like, yes, a ship.
Romulan.
But her willingness to actually help seemed genuine. Whether or not it was help you back to your station, likely not. Help you back to a place that is safe still. Probably. It's
we
probably
in the
not a.
neutral
It's probably
zone?
not a. No.
No,
No,
we're in the
you're
Expanse.
You're in the Shackleton Expanse, which is unclaimed space, right? So it's
Right.
kind of like the wilds. You're in space that nobody has ownership to, at the moment. Yeah.
So right now, and unless somebody tells me something different, I'm leaning to actually scuttling the Payette and going back on the Haida. Unless you can say that we can tow it ourselves. Mevin's intention to help is genuine, but no matter if it's genuine, it always comes at a price.
Mm.
let me review weapon systems, sir. I don't know what they're like on this ship. They seemed unreasonable when I tried earlier.
Okay.
If we need to fight, we need to be able to rely on this ship, and it is unreliable at best.
After going through some of the system records, Captain, I have determined that the errors and feedbacks aboard the Haida are not a result of system failure. It is likely that it was begun and then cascaded from deliberate
Sabotage?
or testing gone awry.
Rye?
Awry.
Yeah.
You got it.
The replicator like buzzes in a rye
Yeah.
sandwich.
Is there,
You need to get that fixed.
Yes, it
Yeah.
does.
A waste of
It
resources.
so does. Beagle's like,
So
ooh.
if we can, so if we could
Ham on
locate
rye.
the source of the initial tampering, we could, in theory, restore the Haida.
Okay.
So here's what I say we do. Let's start. Sofik, you start trying to locate that. If you need Gurkhan's help, use it. Yesikov, if you can check out those weapon systems. Myself and Beagle, we're going to coordinate transfer personnel because we at least need to have more than a skeleton crew on this ship to keep it running. So transfer personnel and equipment from the Payette to the Haida, and then we'll decide if we can tow it or scuttle it, depending on how Sofak and Gurkhan turn out.
Okay.
Captain,
Yes, Captain.
Yeah.
if we are going to scuttle the Payette, it needs to be thorough. Recommend sending me aboard to set charges, just in case.
Yes,
You cannot leave even a single part of that ship left behind for the Romulans.
So if I may as DM, Gurkhan, I think you staying here to help Sofek find the cause of the feedback loop.
Yeah, I'm just saying I'm going to send somebody,
Yeah.
like
So
Beagle, to do that.
so
I think that maybe
any
we should send.
sorry, I was going to say any of the security and you have lots of security and engineers on the Haida already, that are on the Payette already, that could easily set up all of this. This would not be a...
Tell the Tellarite to oversee it. He's pretty reliable.
I also think that Luther has some background in demolitions.
Actually, he does. That's right.
Wonderful. Luther and the Tellarite fella. Send them to do it.
Okay. All right. Tellarite fella. Jesus, what a great captain.
I'm bad with names.
I'm gonna make you a list with all the names, and the next ship you're just gonna be like wowing everyone. They're like, did you get taken? Are you a replicant?
I have to change my value.
1 second.
Parasite.
Tight. Sofek just heads off. He's like, I got it, and he heads out.
You can just leave.
He literally is like, I'm done with this.
No, sorry. My screen was open, and there was a kid outside that was getting distracting levels of loud.
Yeah, it's all good. Okay.
Right. Plan? Everybody go to work.
All right. So I guess, Zanny, why don't you and Beagle make some control and con rolls to see how your shuttling does.
Yeah. Let's do it.
Beagle's got one ship. He does okay. It's adequate.
Yeah.
It's not
Yes, sir.
bad.
Sorry, go ahead.
No, go ahead.
I'm sorry to interrupt. I was just going to say that Yezikov informed Sarah that they may need to do evasive maneuvers and get out of there quickly.
Yeah. So every now and then, every time Beagle leaves, Sarah slightly turns the Haida. So the back end where the shuttle comes out points right at the Payette. Like there's no way that Beagle cannot find it. Yeah.
Just like, boop, way to go.
Yeah, Beagle is completely like he doesn't get it at all. He's like, yeah, I totally got this.
Do great, kid.
Yeah. Thanks, Sarah. So Zanny, you got one momentum into the pool. Do you wanna pool it, or do you want to use it for something?
No, I'm gonna pool it for now.
All right.
I feel like the people trying to fix things might need it.
Okay, so
I'm just apparently I'm a shuttle pilot now.
Well, so I
No, I'm coordinating. I get it.
Yeah. Do you want to make one of those leadership roles as well?
Ooh, yeah, that'd be a good one. Do I have something for that? Well, I do have. Where is it? Bridge command, and we can use. I don't need to use follow my lead, but yeah, let's see if I can rack up some. So I issue some very direct orders. Obviously, I just did that.
Yep. And
then I'll issue orders about. I'll send out like a timing list. So I created a little, what needs to go when.
Okay.
So we can maximize the use of our time, and then I'll see if I can get us some momentum in the pool.
Do you have Starfleet protocol? Is that a focus?
No, but I do have bridge command.
Bridge command would work as a focus for this.
Cool. So control and command would be the one, I think. Okay. And let's roll. Give us some.
Nice.
There you go.
So three into the pool?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we should be at 4 momentum. I'm good.
Yep. You are at 4 momentum. All right. Sarah / Yazikov. Yazikov, you were. What were your orders?
I was to assess the weapon system on the Haida,
Mm-hmm.
and then determine. I don't know. I can't remember.
Sam, what were her orders?
So well, first you need to order your security team to blow up to help set charges, and then the second one is to assess and the weapon systems and get them ready for potential combat.
Okay.
So yeah, I sent out the order. Like you used to go to I think it's Ensign Luther.
Ensign Luther as well. Yeah.
Symbol team.
Luther is just a
crewman.
Yeah, he's a non. Yeah.
Okay.
Brig officer.
Mr. Luther.
Mr. Cadeau.
Mr. Cadeau.
Symbol team. beam over to Payette, start assembling and setting demolition charges.
All right.
We're going to scuttle the ship.
Aye, Commander.
Can I get a reason and security, please, from Luther?
Luto.
There are 4 momentum in the pool, if you would like.
I'm going to use 1
All right.
to roll 3 dice. And that gives me Cossers. Yes. I'm good with 3 successes.
Nice. Okay. So Luther, do you want to use the momentum you've gathered to have just the right placement, or do you want to have it to go a little bit faster? How would you like to use the momentum? You got a couple there. You got 1 actually.
I'm going to use it because he understands that this is a scorched earth type thing.
Yeah.
To make sure it's a complete detonation.
Okay. Nice.
Yeah. So it's going to be he's going to overlap the fields of explosive radius or whatever.
All right.
Luther, implement plan Enterprise D.
Wow.
Crash it into a planet?
Yeah.
I mean, there is a planet and a sun here.
I mean, sun would be a real good way to make sure there's no evidence.
the Tellarite's just saying this in the background. You want a what?
No, my things!
My rock collection.
Okay, so transfer is going well. Demolitions are getting set up well. Sofek, can I please have a presence and science?
And this is for me investigating the computers to find out where the origin of the feedback was, correct?
Yeah, correct.
Excellent. My computer expertise gives me a free D20.
Okay.
And I'm going to use a momentum to get a 4th because my presence sucks.
Good job.
Whoa!
So yeah, 5.
So how many momentum did you use? 2?
1.
1.
1, of course.
Good job.
Wow, so 5.
I study computers.
Jesus, you've only got 12 for that, and you still got 5 successes. That's nuts. Okay, so it was implemented with command authorization.
Dude.
Yeah, so there are only 2 people on the Haida who would have had command authorization. That is the commander, the captain of the vessel, and
First officer.
First officer. That's right. And while you're interfaced with the computer and doing all the research into this, this science station that you're at on the Haida powers up because everything is kind of doing that weird sort of up and then down. If anyone's seen the first Iconian episode, where I think it's season 1 or 2 of the Next Generation, where they're in the neutral zone with the Romulans, and it's back and forth. They got power, and then they don't have power, and then they have power, and they don't have. It's a similar kind of concept. Sofek, you notice another power transfer initiated from the Haida to the Payette, and the Payette's engines have just turned on.
What?
I'm going to try and block it.
No, it's happened. It just turned on. You want to try and shut it down?
Yes.
Oh, okay. Give me a daring and engineering.
How much momentum did I get for my...
You got
Other
2.
roll.
There are 4 in the pool right now.
Okay. I'm going to use one of those then.
Okay. All right.
2.
So you start, your fingers just fly across the board as you try and stop the transfer. You cannot stop it. Command authorization. captain of the Haida?
Sofik to Captain Zanny.
Zanny here.
Captain, there has been a power transfer initiated from the Haida to the Payette. It bears the command authorization of the Haida's captain.
Stop it.
I've already attempted to, Captain. I was unsuccessful.
How do we stop it?
My next option would be Gurkhan, Captain.
Zanny to Gurkhan.
Gurkhan here, Captain.
There's been a power transfer from the Haida to the Payette. Apparently
Why?
it was authorized by the previous captain of the Haida. We need to stop it. The Vulcan can't.
I will do what I can. Recommend that Commander Yasikov find this captain and stop them physically.
It's not all that I'm good for, and I'm standing right here.
Standing right next to me. I'm still on the bridge.
I'm in engineering.
We're on the bridge.
I'm gonna try to see if I can take the power transfer and actually find the EPS power conduits that would be going to the power transfer node and sever them electronically. So basically, wherever the power is leading to that one section, I'm just gonna snip with my computer.
So I'd also recommend reaching out to Tellarite engineer on Payette. See
He's
if he
currently
can
setting
cut off.
charges, but I'll let them know. Yeah, sorry. You hear the computer going. And then
Stefan, what's your Tellarite's name?
Gulick.
Right. Yes, you go up to Gulick.
Oh, what's going on over there, Commander?
I need
You
you to
remote
shut-
controlling the Payette now?
I need you to shut down the engines. Please relocate to engineering and shut down any power that you're receiving from Haida.
Yeah, no, sure. I totally wanted to go for a joyride again, but no, I'll turn off the engines.
Aren't the engines missing in the cell? Why aren't they already off?
They were off.
This is high priority. Please move fast. So
I'm on my way.
Wow. That's off. You can have momentum for that. That was.
Yes.
Yeah.
I hear Tellarite good over short distances. Sprinters.
Show your short distances.
natural
Hey, Sylphic,
sprinters.
what do your Vulcan eyes see? Is that what we're doing now?
Okay. So I'm sorry, I don't remember your Tellarite's name.
Galak.
Gulick.
So Gulak, are you're on the Payette and you're heading to the engineering room to find out WTF, or you're on the Haida?
Yep.
You're on the Payette.
I'm on the Payette.
I'm assuming he would have brought Luther with him
Yeah.
because they were the ones setting charges.
Sure.
Oh, he can
I'm
bring Luther if he
assuming,
needs to.
that Luther, Galak, and the team are already on the Payette.
Yeah, they are. Yeah.
We're on the
yeah.
Payette setting charges, but I'm assuming that Galak would be like this. Galak would be like, "There's somebody over here. Luther, you want to help me?"
Oh, no, so let me make it clear. The transfer is coming from the Haida to the Payette. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, and Galak,
Galak?
and Luther are on the Payette,
Yes.
correct?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So Luther's
we're
gonna
gonna
follow
send
Galak. When he starts running, he's like, "Something's going on. I'm going with him."
Yeah. Okay.
If we're gonna send the security team to search things, it'll have to be on the Haida, but we don't have any personnel yet.
Well, you do. People have been coming in all for the last this has been a while, right? So
Okay.
yeah. So you got ships coming back and forth. That's what the rolls right off the bat were for. So things are transferring well. So you've got a security force.
All right. Well, guess what Beagle's about to do?
And an engineering team. What? Wait. What? What am I doing?
Beagle, create a search party. I want you to search every deck of this ship. Make sure there's no unaccounted for personnel.
So Beagle looks at you and then looks at Yezikov and does that like the eye kind of does the bling thing as he realizes he's just been given a command of a task.
I look between both of you.
So
Go,
on it.
like, just do it. Don't look at her. I'm the captain. Yes, a cup.
Are you?
And I turn back to my own thing.
As the turbolift doors close, I'm getting my own button.
You
I
seem
look
to
at
go and find
Yasikov and
me.
goes, "This does not mean that he gets a button."
Oh, I am aware.
I need you here. He can go run around corridor.
My point is that you sent him to search for me when I was missing.
And he found you?
No, he didn't.
In other space?
What would the two of you like to do?
I'm still trying to figure out the weapon system.
That's why I need.
Why don't you give me a? You haven't made a roll yet, have you? So give me a control and security.
Okay. Complication range is 1. Is that correct?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I mucked up my character. I just realized I mucked up my character sheet last time. I never fixed it. So
Okay.
I think it's fine. Cool.
Nice.
So that's 3.
Yeah. Okay. So phasers you've got. The dorsal phasers are burnt out, but you've got pieces on the Payette that you could probably replace.
Okay.
Yay, Starfleet! Everything is kind of like switch outable. You have a limited number of torpedoes because it doesn't look like you were kind of like built to do this. So you've got 5 torpedoes, which is enough for 1 spread or 5 separate shots.
Mm-hmm. I'm also going to point out, Leah, having the stat line ship in front of me, you know that this hits nowhere near as hard as the Payette.
Yeah.
Yeah, this wasn't meant to blow stuff up. It was from I guess you could say the schematics. You know, it's a interceptor rather than a brawler.
Yeah, meant to be a super fast ship, not meant to be a super hard fighter. Also, was in the middle of a test. Like so everything is there on like as far as like attack and stuff like that, offensive, sort of minimal because they weren't expecting to actually like have to use them.
Right. Okay. I also wanted just to confirm. I remember like last episode we had there was like a tracking system or some like advanced system in the weapons, the tactical area, and I just wanted to see if I could figure out that and like how that works.
Yeah, that totally works.
And I know how to use it now.
Yeah, you know how to use it if it were working.
Yeah,
okay.
It's
cutting in and out.
Remember I said some of your dorsal phasers are burnt out?
Right.
Burnt out.
Right.
Yeah. Yeah. Unfortunately, a lot of the sort of bells and whistles that seem to be added to the ship are kind of hooped. I mean, not really completely surprised considering the ringer that it went through, but definitely not working.
You mean all that good stuff was the one episode MacGuffin?
I mean, no. What? However, internal sensors kind of like pop on, then pop off. Every time they pop on, you're able to start kind of like keeping track of all your crew that are coming on. 80% of the ship has been transferred over. You're noticing one unaccounted life form.
Captain, come over here. Look at this.
What is it?
There's unaccounted for life form on deck 14.
Deck 14? We have an intruder?
I mean, Suffolk said that there was power transfer authorized by previous captain of the ship. Perhaps it's him? Them?
Well, let's get Beagle to converge on the area and find out what that is. Care to join me?
Very good, I suppose. And I'll like go and grab like my Type 3 where my Type 3 phaser usually is.
Yeah,
it's not there.
It's not there.
At this point, I open up a locker next to the thing. Like, they only have regular phasers. Sorry. Take one and get into the turbo.
Okay.
I like this ship.
Don't worry. We'll have Gurkhan put in a phaser hold for you later.
You hear from down the hallway.
System.
My disruptor.
Put it under the system. So it great.
Has a foot button so it pops up.
I like this.
Zanny, do you remember the captain's name?
Oh.
So while I flip to the next team, could you go through your notes and find it? Because it was a character friend of yours.
Yes.
Okay.
What is Gurkhan doing?
Gurkhan's you're doing the transfer. You're in engineering of Haida, aren't you? Fixing?
I'm trying. Yeah, I'm trying. Okay. I'm trying to make sure that the warp core doesn't melt when it turns on properly,
Yeah.
like they did last time.
Yeah.
But I'm trying to do, I'm trying to discover where the power transfer came from, or something like that.
Which
No.
one you could do? Because Sofek was doing the power transfer stuff.
Okay, because yeah, fair. Then if Sofek's doing it, then I won't. I'll just try to make sure the ship runs.
Yeah. So give me a good engineering, let's go control and engineering,
Control
or even reason and
engineering.
engineering. No, control and engineering.
I'm not going to use the I know my ship because this is not my ship.
Oh yeah,
This is warp drive technology, though, correct?
it is.
Okay, so that will be a focus, and I will burn a momentum.
Okay.
That is 2 successes.
Nice. All right. So you are able to help Sofek kind of like focus in on the power transfer that's happening. Your warp engines are running, and you have managed to figure out a way to like make it not melt. Basically, don't turn on the super special fast warp drive, and you should be good to go.
I have it written down on the ship as experimental interception and interdiction systems.
Yeah. So what happens is that when it was used last time to drop everything out of warp, this experimental warp drive basically fused. So the like pop you out of warp thing is no longer working, but the actual warp drive in kind of like its new format is, and it's got a really kind of like the bubble is like almost like an art. Like you're like, this is impressive. Even at lower speeds, it's more efficient, streamlined, and almost kind of like an almond shape instead of a bulb shape. And it looks like it would slice through subspace or space much cleaner and better than the old systems do.
Fair. I mean, the Payette at one point, Berkon experimented and tried to see what a cube could do.
Yeah, true.
Warp cube.
I remember that. It different.
Didn't work.
No, it didn't work. Weird. So you're also able to help Sofek kind of pinpoint where the power transfer is coming from. It's coming from auxiliary control.
Okay, so I basically relay that to his where he's at science station on the bridge.
Yep.
I just relay that from engineering directly to him that it's coming. Basically, it's like one of those 3D schematics of the ship, and it zooms and goes, "This is where it came from." Ping, ping, ping.
Okay. Sofek, I'm assuming you just transfer that information to Zanny and Yezikov?
Yeah, I'll combat them and let them know that Gurkon's helped pinpointed the transfer origin point as auxiliary control down there.
Okay. We're going to switch to Luther and Gulak. You two kind of like peel into engineering on the Payette. And you're just giving her, right? Like it's just a full on like just get down there and run and go for it. I need both of you to please give me a fitness and security.
Security. I think it'll work out to being the same number.
2.
Okay.
Oh, God. My sides.
Yep. It is definitely the sides, and it's gonna kind of suck. Oops. Excuse that roll just for a second here, and
I sense that our team should be doing more cardio.
oh my God. Okay. So Gulak, you both come peeling around the corner, and Luther too late yells, "Wait!" As you just kind of like face first right into a security field that's up, blocking you from main engineering. You're going to take 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 stress.
Which is an injury.
Yeah, and you're knocked down. That's what the effect is.
Son of Arcalian rattles.
Son of a Tacalian rattlesnake? Is that what you just said? That is going down on a piece of paper, so I remember that. Yeah, so you're going to take 5. Now, 5 is a wound? No.
It's an injury, which means you have to make a check or fall unconscious.
Yeah, so, or blow determination.
Yep.
So what's this check I got to take?
Fitness and security, please. Oh my god. Okay.
He's out cold.
Yeah. So Gulak hits it.
And his face first.
Yeah, face, snout first. Like full on Tellarite into the field. And you see that as it kind of like just ripples across. He does that kind of like, oh, and then slams back into the display wall and just slides down the back wall.
Luther grabs him and pulls him around the corner.
Yeah.
Not realizing it was not knowing if it was an attack or something just stupid happened. And then I'm going to attempt to assess him and maybe stabilize him. Make sure his neck's not broken.
Yeah.
You know
Okay. Give me a reason and medicine, please, Luther.
Yep. I will use a determination on this.
Okay.
So it was a force field that I ran into,
momentum.
right?
It was a force field that you ran into.
Can I use the focus watch where you step?
Yes.
I got that one when I lost my leg.
Oh, yeah.
Is that Gurkhan? That's Gurkhan. Wrong character.
No,
No,
Gurkhan.
that's Luther. That's Luther.
Is that Luther?
I clicked
Okay.
on his sheep. It's just my name is Gurkhan.
Yeah.
So 4 successes.
Gee whiz. You guys are rolling really well tonight. Okay,
Well,
so
except when he doesn't.
I mean, fair, but even that's kind of like perfect. So Luther, you're able to stabilize Sofek, and you're able to see.
You mean Gulak?
You're able to stabilize Gulak, and you can see inside the place, inside engineering through the field that's up. You see a human wearing a commander uniform, the red of Starfleet. You can see the 3 pips. Where his left leg should be, you see a weird sort of like insectoid-looking stump. And where his right arm should be, you see an attached arm, sort of with a pincer, and it's almost like D&D wise, it'd be like a hook horror arm, like it's almost 3/4 of his body length, and the joint is kind of like weirdly like just straight up and down, and his claws. He is holding something though in it.
Luther
right at the engineering station.
Sorry for interrupting.
It's okay.
Luther has fought the clickers at least once, right?
Mm.
Do they look anything like them?
Yep.
Okay, around the corner.
It looks like it was soldered
half
onto
human,
the body.
half clicker.
Yeah, kind of like transplants.
I'm gonna open up my comm and be like, Luther to Commando Yasakov. Well, he's trying to be quiet about it.
Come in, Luther, you're faint.
It appears that on the Payette we have some sort of human clicker hybrid.
What?
In engineering. They have a command uniform on, and they have clicker arms and legs.
You hit your head.
Nope, that was Galak. I am fine. Shall I attempt more recon?
The clicks are on the Payette.
At least something that looks half clicker.
Yes, sending reinforcements now.
Yep, I'm gonna keep an eye on them. We also have security. Somehow fields have been erected around the main engineering of the Payette, and I don't know how to get through them. Maybe send Rex over. Good with the force fields.
As you're both talking on the speakers, you hear the computer's voice come over on the Payette. Auto-destruct initiated. 1 minute to countdown. Auto-destruct initiated. There'll be no more audio transmissions of this warning. 59.
Zanny to Luther. Pass me through the Payette computer.
Yes, sir. I think I can try and do something like that. Luther's going to attempt to do what he says, even though he's not great at it.
All right. Give me a insight and I don't know.
Engineering?
Yeah, engineering.
Could we stop this from a tricorder? From the Haida?
You could try, but it'd be one
Okay.
hell of a roll. Like I'm
I'm
gonna
gonna-
tell, like it's possible, but it'd be like
Yeah.
like we're talking difficulty 5 just to make the command codes, like just to make it like work.
Okay. Well, while Zanny's trying to like voice command it, I'm gonna try to do that.
Okay.
I'm going to use I'm going to use 1 momentum to add on to this. I don't have anything that will help with this. I'm not an engineer.
Okay.
Although I
So
am.
you're gonna add a momentum.
Yeah.
All right.
2 successes.
Okay. You can like he kind of like gets it so you can talk to the Payette.
I turn on the intercom and hold my comm badge
yeah,
up to it.
kind of. Yeah.
Captain Lieutenant Zanny, USS Payette. Command override self-destruct. Command code Alpha 160 Alpha Beta 2.
Command authorized, not accepted.
Son of a...
Luther, you can see the timer on the clock. 30 seconds.
Um,
You might want to evacuate.
I yell at the mic that's still hot mic'd open, and I go, "All hands abandon ship!" And then I
Zanny to Sofek. Transport any available crew from the Payette directly onto the Haida. Zanny to Sarah. Prepare to move the Haida away. To
I
a
grab-
safe distance.
I shoulder Galak and start and get him ready. Make 2 for emergency beam to medical bay, please.
Okay, so beaming starts to happen. Zanny, Mevin is on the line.
Yes, Mevin. Great timing.
There seems to be a problem with the Payette. Do you need assistance?
Not at the moment, but the warp cores might, explode, so you might want to back off.
You got your engines
Zanny out.
working? Do you need? Okay.
Yes, Jessica.
We need to get the quantum torpedo out of Payette.
Zanny to Sofek.
Bit busy, Captain.
Out, well, bit busy, gotta wait. Need you to take the quantum torpedo and beam it directly out of the
15
Payette.
seconds.
We can't have it blow up in front of the Romulans.
It will also take us out.
10,
Yeah.
9,
Do it now.
8, 7.
I set up beaming for the quantum
6.
torpedo.
Reason and science.
Use everything.
5, 4, 3, 2.
3.
Okay, so the Payette blows. Sofek, successful transport. The quantum torpedo is on the Haida.
Yeah, Mile.
The Haida is just kind of like tossed like a tin can in the wind. You all, I need fitness and security from everybody, please, as you're tossed about the ship.
Can Sarah try to negate that?
Sarah can try, yeah, but it's going to be a hard roll for this one. That was one hell of a blast that you're really close to, right?
Right.
I
Okay.
don't really want to pass out, so I'm going to use a momentum from the pool.
Mm-hmm. That's the only momentum that's in the pool, by the way.
I think it's a bad thing if the captain's going unconscious.
Yeah.
Sarah, give me your roll first.
Okay.
Oh,
And would you like
There we
the
go.
daring and con?
Yeah, that's perfect. Thank you.
Okay.
It's going to be a difficulty 4. I'm going to tell you
And
right
we have
off
no
the bat.
momentum, right?
Nope.
I'm gonna use the deter. Well, okay. So determination. We decided we had 2 between our characters, right? So like,
Yeah.
Yes.
if I burn, okay. Yeah, I'm gonna use 1. Cool as a cucumber.
Cool as
I want an
cucumber.
auto success.
All right.
And then I'm gonna roll to.
It's an auto crit, right? So you've got 2 successes right off
Oh,
the bat.
sorry. Yeah. So
And
I have
then 3.
5
5.
successes.
Wow.
Whoa, that's new.
All right. So like
That's
alarms are
new.
sounding all across the ship. So fitness from Zanny, I see you got 3. You're okay. Sofek, you're gonna take a hit. It's gonna be 2 stress. Gurkhan,
2 successes.
yep, you are okay.
And then Luther. Is Luther on board?
No, don't worry about them for now. We're just doing the main characters. And Yezikov, can I get one for you, please?
Sorry, it was fitness and security.
Fitness
right?
and security, yeah.
Yeah, Mile. Oops, how do I do this? Yeah, how do I play this game?
Okay, that's okay. That's what you needed. All right.
Oh,
So those of you who made the save, you're only going to take 1 stress. Those of you who failed the save, you're going to take 2 stresses.
You can just say Sofek.
Sofek, you take 2 stresses. And as the ship kind of pans out at the commercial break, you see where the Payette was is now this massive tear in space. Kind of like the one that was in the Tri-System. Yezikov, Beagle comes in on the con. Sirs, you might want to get down here.
On our way.
and as you two hug at the same time, which was probably the most magical moment I've had in this game so far. That was so good. We're going to go to commercial break, so we'll be back in about 10 minutes. We've got an intermission. Feel free to chat it up with us. If you have ideas or want to tease the hell out of the crew, feel free. And yeah, we'll see you in about 10 minutes.
Ooh, when Gurkhan figures out the Payette's gone, he's gonna be pissed.
Hello and welcome back to Star Trek Payette series finale. Oh my god, it's the series finale. And I'm super excited for it, and I even remembered to unmute everybody. Hooray! So we have with us, as always, our illustrious crew. Commander Yezikov, played by Aaliyah, and Captain Zanny, played by Sam. Lieutenant Sofek, played by Stefan, and Lieutenant Commander Gurkhan, played by Gopal. And then, of course, Lieutenant Junior Grade Beagle, played by me. Yeah, he's pretty happy that he's Lieutenant Junior Grade, although he's still unsure of how he got the promotion, but he will own it. And when we last left, the Payette had exploded due to a power transfer that had been started from the Haida, and it was not done by anyone on your crew. The Payette ripped open one of those tears in space that you have subspace, and that you have seen that were created by the aliens that you've called the Clacks. For anyone who's a Star Trek fan, they are the aliens that were in the episode of Next Generation called Schisms. They have been trying to invade this part of space for a good few months now, and the Payette has successfully pushed back all the attempts made thus far. So yeah, that's where you're at. So you're the ship. The alarms are sounding on the ship from the impact, from the shockwave. You see that like the kind of like the outside camera shot shows the Romulan vessel is got some sparks and arcing across of it. It fared a little bit of a hit, but it seems to be okay. It's not going to blow up. That's a good thing. As far as Mevin's concerned, that's a good thing. And you are, yeah. So
what happened to Mevin's ship?
It took a bit of a beating there. It was pretty close to the Payette, right? Like it was kind of maneuvering in to do some tractor towing for you. So, Yezikov and Zanny, you had ripped around the corner to where Beagle was. Had found the intruder, or where he had sent the intruder. Leah, you can have a momentum for changing your screen from the bridge to the hallway. That's amazing. That's, yeah. And as you do, you see the captain of the Haida standing in front of the computer override consoles. So, like, she's in main computers in the computer core systems.
Okay. I have my phaser, but I haven't pointed, but I have it ready.
That would be Captain Priya Chopra.
You know her, sir?
Yeah, we went to the academy together. We know each other well.
Nicely done, Sam.
Maybe diffuse situation, yes?
Well, I seem to be okay at that with Romulans. Let's try with an old friend. I'll step out.
Okay.
Because do I know if there's a force field in between me and them?
You haven't checked yet, but as you step out, Beagle kind of puts his arm out, sir, and then just kind of lightly kind of touches forward, and you can see that of a force field.
Thank you, Beagle.
And it's high. Like if you had walked into it, it would have hurt. Maybe even thrown you against the wall.
Cool. Like I say, thank you, Beagle.
Right, Galak?
Yeah, they hurt.
Galak can't answer. He's unconscious. He had a force field.
Okay.
It seems to be a safety issue. Like, you think they would make them translucent or something?
Captain Chopra, what do you appear to be doing?
It's time. It's time for doors to be opened.
Doors like the one that seems to be appearing in space right now? That kind of door?
Yes. And then she turns and looks at you, and from this kind of like down like this, you can see this part of her face has been just kind of like completely reformed into the schism alien, the Clacks. So it's got that kind of like iguana style eyeball, and her hair is kind of draped over top of it, but it's most definitely It looks like she's been kind of like created to exist half in and half out.
Huh.
Total like Frankenstein style.
Frankenstein's
style
monster.
Yeah.
Look at her. That's gonna require some plastic surgery. Can I reach out? I'm gonna reach out with my mind just to sort of see, like, what her mental state is. I want to, like, is she fully gone? Is Chopra still there a little bit? What's going on?
Give me presence and medicine.
I always choose medicine. It's like my worst of the telepathy.
All right. So as you reach out, all you get back is just like that scream of torment.
Okay, I'm gonna shut that off real quick.
Yeah.
No. I look over at Iskov and I'm gonna quietly be like, I think you're gonna have to infiltrate and take this one down. I'll keep her talking.
Okay, how do we take down? I'm just gonna holster my phaser and take out my tricorder and see if I can take down the security force field.
So
from around the corner, I guess. Like I'm hiding.
So that's legit. Why don't you give me a control and security? Gurkhan and Sofek. While they're working on this, what would you two like to be doing?
Well, I felt the shockwave of what happened to our ship, so I'm going to try to transfer as much power as I can to shields.
Okay. And Sofek?
Because I don't know if we're being attacked or anything right now.
Yeah, fair, valid. And Sofek?
Okay, so I'm going to attempt to catalog. So I know we got the quantum torpedo. I want to make sure that we got all the crew off the Payette.
All right, so you're going to do like a roster check, basically.
Yeah.
Yeah, cool. All right. Gurkhan, why don't you give me a... You're doing shields. So why don't you give me a control and engineering, and Sofek, give me it would be a reason and science.
We have no momentum currently, I'm assuming.
It changed scene, right? So my momentum would have gone into full.
Yeah.
There's one.
Okay. So I'm going to borrow one momentum, and by borrow I mean take.
Bring it back, because I might need it to tackle this lady.
Well, I rolled 3 successes. So.
Yeah, so Gurkhan, you brought it back. Shields are...
Can I use my talent a little more power with this one?
Tell me why and how.
Because a little more power means that as I'm doing any sort of repair on the vessel, it gives me the ability to do a free 1-point power boost.
Okay.
Basically, what I'm doing is as I'm clearing stuff up, like moving stuff through the EPS power conduits, I'm able to find more efficient routes for it, and thereby get the warp core going a little less hyperspeed, and make it a little bit more efficient.
Yeah, but you're just doing for the shields, right? So you're just juicing up the shields?
I'm transferring from the shield, but I might be taking something just to relieve the warp core stress a bit, so I'm not spreading it too thin, let's say.
Yeah, okay. Yeah.
I'm not going to be like, cool, maximum power to the shields, maximum power to phasers.
Yeah, no,
maximum
you
power
don't
to
get...
warp.
Yeah, no, you don't have that. Yeah.
No, I'm just trying to, like, while I move the power to the shields, I'm taking it from somewhere else rather than just using straight power from the warp core.
Yeah. Okay, and Sofek, you are successful in everyone is accounted for.
Wow,
there
managed to do something right.
Yeah, there are a few still in the shuttles. People are kind of like doing that last minute straggler kind of like call in, but you actually managed to pull it off. Everyone was emergency beamed off the Payette before it blew up.
Do any of the shuttles need assistance?
Not like external assistance, but there's definitely some repairs that need to be done because they were kind of tossed around in space. And your your doctor has reported that there are lots of injuries, but no one is in like the throes of death. So that's a bonus. Yeah. Zanny and Yezikov, what is the plan?
I got 2 successes to take down the shield.
So it's if it had not been routed by some code you don't have, you totally would have taken it down. But it wasn't enough to get that sucker down this time. You might be able to try again,
Okay.
but it'll take some time. You're gonna have to reroute some command codes.
Beagle's there too, right?
Yeah.
I'm gonna like point my tricorder, what I'm doing on my tricorder, and then I point to his tricorder, and I like we could do it together. We take it down quicker.
Okay.
Let's hack the mainframe.
Beagle, Beagle, full on like, oh, yeah. All right. Okay.
So he'll assist me.
I'm gonna keep Chopra focused on me, talking to me.
Okay, yeah, so Beagle's going to do an assist. I think this would be a daring and security.
Okay.
Beagle gave you 2 successes. Yeah. So you are at the point where, given, like, when you are given the command, you can drop the force field.
Okay.
Yezikov.
So I'll hand my tricorder to him. I'm going to take out my phaser and charge it.
Okay.
For stun.
Him being Beagle?
Sorry, Beagle, yeah.
Okay, yeah.
I'm going to charge it for stun.
Okay.
And a 1, 2...
Oh, are you not telling Zanny?
No.
Okay, all right. Okay.
He's fine.
Yeah, no, that's good.
He's standing there.
Yeah. So, Zanny, you're focusing on
Keeping Chopra talking to me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm being a big old distraction.
Priya Chopra, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Priya.
Yeah.
Priya.
Okay, so how are you distracting Priya?
Well, I'm asking a question. We're going to talk to her like, so the doorway, where does that lead? Type thing.
Leads to where they come from.
And who's they?
She says like a bunch of clacks and whistle noises, and it really like doesn't translate.
And it really doesn't have to.
Okay.
And be like, okay, and what do they want? How can we resolve this? How can we help you out of this situation?
They have deemed that we were violent and that we do not. We are a threat to their existence.
We're about to get more violent.
How are we a threat to their existence? What caused this? What caused this judgment?
Every time we have reached out to you, you've responded with force.
And when have you reached out to us? Could this have just been a miscommunication?
They list the dates of the original Enterprise, the Enterprise D, and then every single encounter you've had with them so far. And Yezikov, you get to 3 as she finishes the last one.
So Beagle
hits
the button. I like whirl around the corner, put my phaser over Devin's shoulder, and like fire at her, like Mad Max style.
All right. Give me.
Yeah. Oh, sorry.
Yeah.
So I've charged my Type 2 phaser.
Daring and security.
That's control and security for phaser combat.
Never mind. Control and security.
I'll take the extra 1. And I'm going to use my momentum to buy another die.
Okay.
I do have focus on this. And yeah, okay. So I'm charging it, which does something. It's on stun. I don't want to kill her. So I have cautious con. So I'm going to re-roll that 1 failure.
Mm-hmm.
Which is a success because I have 17 control and security.
Oh my
so that's
God.
3 successes.
Yeah. So it's only 2 successes needed, so that's a hit.
Great.
You removed that complication that would have been there because that would have sucked. You hit her square on with your charged stun from your Type 2 phaser, and she looks dead at Zanny, and without even blinking says, like I said, violence every time we've tried to communicate with you. We're tired of waiting. And you feel a rumble kind of go through the ship. Mevin to Captain Zanny?
Yes, Mevin?
What the hell are you doing? And then she cuts out.
Oh, that was short and sweet, thank God.
So there's a rumble going through the ship. Sophic, you're still on the bridge, right?
Yes.
Great. The con officer is Sarah, I believe. Sarah, your collision alert on your.
Oh dear.
Yeah. So alarms start sounding all over the bridge.
All right. Well, let's see what's going on here. I'll start scanning and see what's going on.
Hey, Rix is on ops, I think, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. There is something coming out of the rift. It's big.
There's something coming, everybody! There's something coming out of the rift! It's really big! Maybe battle stations? When it comes back to Zanny, I've got something to say.
We don't have battle stations. We have kind of phasers and 5 torpedoes.
You're down below.
Oh, sorry. I thought he was calling.
No, no one's called anyone yet. Sofek is in
okay.
charge on the bridge, so.
Well, I mean, Rix, if it's okay with you, I think I'll do evasive maneuvers.
I'm not the captain!
Sofek?
Do
I'm just a petty officer.
The Vulcan has such attitude.
I mean,
Initiate evasive maneuvers. Sofek to the captain. Your presence is required on the bridge.
As you hear a collision alert sounding over top of the bridge.
Through the comm, Sarah, fly the ship. You know what to do. Take evasive maneuvers. Why? Zanny out. I'll be there in a minute.
got it, sir.
Okay.
Zanny would like to try and diffuse the tension. He hasn't used this skill in a while.
Huh. Tell me more.
Well, to Captain Chopra, if I'm assuming that you have melded somewhat with the captain, you get some of her thoughts and some of her memories.
Her, who I guess she is still here, yes?
Yes. Well, I think this has just been a grand misunderstanding because we thought you were threatening us, but that might have just been an interdimensional lack of ability to cohabit the same space, or possibly even just a modus operandi issue that we weren't able to properly communicate before now. However, I think this doesn't need to be resolved with violence. I think this is more of just the wrong foot to start with, and perhaps you and I can start creating some dialogue that can diffuse the situation, and we can actually learn from each other. Our warp technology, travel, your interspace technology, these are things that the Federation as a whole has a grand interest in for purely the sake of both peace as well as to further the knowledge of different species and create a stronger, bolder connection through all living life.
As you are saying this, I'm assuming you're kind of walking her towards the turbo lift along with Yezikov and Beagle?
Oh, she's past the force field now?
So the force field's down. Force field's down.
Yeah, no, but I mean, like, she's closer to us?
Yeah, she took a step forward as you started talking about this. And you
Then yeah, we can walk
sort
together.
of like bring her, yeah.
And I'm sort of like gesturing, Yezikov, just back up a bit.
as you kind of like get in this, as you kind of get in the turbo lift with her, because she's kind of like doing that sort of like drone follow, right? Like she hasn't made any like specific threats yet, but she hasn't lost eye contact with Yezikov, who probably hasn't lost eye contact with her, and likely still has the phaser up at her face. And then she drops to her knees and screams in pain as the turbolift door closes.
Uh-oh. Do I sense that this is actually Chopra now, not the alien who's screaming?
It's a little bit of both.
What is going on?
I want to go and look at her where she was.
So
look
Frick
at
to
the
Zen.
station. Oh,
Zanny here.
the Romulans have opened fire on a vessel coming out of the rift.
Evan, you
wow.
son of a... I'll meet you on the bridge. As soon as I get to the bridge, I want to open hailing frequencies to Bevan's ship.
Gurkhan, the rifts on, like, the rift is just laying havoc to space around here at the moment. You're gonna have to get a full AU to get away from the rift before you're gonna be able to create a warp field.
Mm-hmm. I relay that to Captain. I go, Captain, we will not be able to jump to warp within anywhere near this sector of space. What the hell is going on?
Gurkhan, I'll tell you if we're still living in an hour. Standing out.
Gurkhan looks over at where Galak would be to start yelling, but he's not there. And he's like, Regal? Galak? He has to do all the engineering work with the no-names.
Okay, you arrive on the bridge.
I open a channel to Mevin.
I'm a little busy right now, Captain.
Ceasefire! Cut the shit out!
Are you kidding me? Look at the size of that thing! And you kind of like look on the screen as you see like these like huge like insectoid-looking tentacles start to peel out.
Yeah, I go, I've seen it before. We blew one up before. Now listen, I think this is a great misunderstanding between us and them. Stop firing for 5 minutes. I have actually been able to talk to them once.
I'm gonna need a reason and command from you.
Oh, good. That's what I was hoping. Because I'm actually going to use the diffuse the tension skill on this one. because you stole it from my other one.
Yeah, you can totally...
I'm actually going to use a determination.
You can totally use the... So whatever your diffuse the tension gave you as a bonus, you can use it in this one.
Great. 156. Sorry. Just gotta double check this. I should have had it up. Where'd you go?
I don't know.
I add a bonus d20. That's what it was. That's what I thought it was. So it'll be 3 dice, and I'm gonna burn a determination. The last one was oh hell not today, but this one was something similar. It was what was it again?
For what? Sorry.
Hell no. Something.
Our
hell no, not again.
Hell no,
hell
not
no.
again. Yeah.
Hell no, not again.
Yeah.
So I'm going to use a determination to get myself a crit on that one.
Okay.
And then I'll roll 3 dice. And it was control and...
sorry, no, it's reason and command.
Reason and command, that was it.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah, you're welcome.
Here we go.
Do it.
And I am a negotiator.
Oh my god.
7.
All right, so she kind of like she gives you that look like if it were anyone else, Zanny, any other Romulan, you probably wouldn't have it probably wouldn't have mattered. Mevin kind of gives you that like make it quick, Captain, and then kind of like just cuts off the feed and her firing stops.
Okay, feed's out. I look over at Jessica. I'm like,
Chopra stands up and see, and it's sort of like that multi-toned voice. It's not hers anymore.
Right.
We told you.
The Romulans are not part of the Federation.
It's always someone. The Romulans, the Federation, bipedals coming into our space.
The Federation is specifically designed to help your species and species like yours against aggressors like the Romulans. If you can enter into an agreement with
and
them.
yet you aggressor every time.
Search Chopra's memories. You know that this is true.
Damn you.
I can facilitate helping searching of the memories. I hope.
You know what? Actually,
it's gonna blow out.
Yes, I think you have to touch her.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna have to do it.
Yazikov, are you gonna let this happen?
Yeah, I'm gonna step into David. You have to be careful.
Oh, she used your first name. That's the first time in 3 years you have ever had your first name used by Yezikov.
I'm gonna look over at the Vulcan.
GM is floored right now.
I look over at Sofek and look back at Yezikov and go, the needs of the many.
It didn't end well last time.
What? Who are you people? Where's my players gone?
He's in engineering. Don't worry.
I sort of touch Yezikov on the shoulder and go, it'll be okay this time. And I go past.
Okay. Garkon, you could probably transfer to the bridge if you want to be up where the action is.
I'm assuming when it's red alert, I go to the bridge. When I hear a red alert, I start making my way up there. I'm on the turbo lift behind them.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry. I'm just Yezero, when he walks past me, I'm gonna turn around and go to bridge, take over.
You're all on the bridge, Yezikov.
We're all on the bridge now.
We're on the bridge
Yeah,
now.
you're on the bridge.
Sorry.
Yeah, no.
When I get on the bridge, I see this creature, and I'm like, what the hell is that? Garkon's pissed. He's lost his medals again. His disruptors are gone.
Oh, yeah, your medals were on the ship.
Gonna have to start welding ballast to new walls.
Yep. I don't know this ship at all. The corridors are too bright, too cold.
Wow.
He looks. He reaches for where his Macleth would be, but it's not there.
It's not there. And on the screen, Gurkhan, you can see a tentacled ship coming out of the rift in space with Romulans kind of like sort of hovering right next to it. There's battle damage.
I'm like, where's the Payette?
It's where the rift used to be.
I'm like,
used to be
I
where
will
the rift
build
is.
you a red button, Varya.
Yasiva.
Sofek, what would you like to do at the moment?
I guess I want to get detailed scans of the ship that's coming out of the rift.
Yeah, okay.
And Captain might be willing to go along with this alien this alien who's saying we've been aggressors, but at the end of the day, I remember the Enterprise D reports where they'd simply started abducting crew members
Also
off of
me.
that ship.
They abducted me.
That's the lesser
one
degree
seems
that
to
happened
remember
later.
this.
We're going at the first.
You forgot
first contact
too.
is most
Oh no!
important.
I'm just like,
Oh, yeah.
like Zanny was doing his thing.
Oh,
and
yeah.
I'm just standing in the back, going like, "Are you fucking kidding me?"
Yeah, I know. I was like, okay. Yeah. All right. Okay. So, Zanny, as you touch, Priya's shoulder, you get sort of conflicting images. Most of it, though, is just her, and with your Beta Z sort of telepathy, the last of Priya, as she was, just yells at you, "It's a freaking trap, you stupid Beta!" Gone. And then she just kind of like ceases to exist. And all that you hear in the head now is the sound of the clacks. And I need, please, a presence and security.
Cool.
As
How much
you are
momentum-
being mentally assaulted.
How many momentum do we have in the pool?
1.
Yeah, Sam rolled a 7.
Oh, yeah, right. That's right. Sorry. 2, 3, 4. You have 4. My bad.
4?
Yeah, there's 4.
Cool. I'm going to use 2, burn my last determination with bad with names, good with brains. So we roll in 4 dice, and I'm going to mentally push it back.
Nice. Okay.
You come into my house? All right. So we get a crit, and then I'm going to roll 4 dice. Oh, no! So we got 3. Yeah, and I'm out of determination.
We have
Zanny, you tripped over your mental house's fence.
Yeah.
That
You
should
gotta
have
make
gone
sure
a
to
lot
put
better
away
than
your
it
mental
did.
houses.
Zanny, that's a 20 as well. So you have a complication as you are now sort of trapped. The old Priya or the Priya-esque thing is winning. You are currently stunned.
Could there be any like visible signs of struggle?
Yeah, you see.
Okay, I'm gonna
Coming
snap her
from-
neck.
Yeah. Whoa! Oh my God! Really?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I.
Hey, Tim, found your players.
Give me a fitness and a security.
Give him hell Yasikov.
Oh.
Crew's my family. Don't fuck with the family. Do we have any momentum left?
2.
2. You also have determination.
I'll buy one.
Okay.
So that's 3 successes. Is that enough?
Yeah, her neck just kind of like that's. Yeah, I bumped it up by 1 because it's not. That's her neck snaps and she crumples to the ground. So does Zanny.
Okay. I like pick him up. I'm like, damn it!
His head kind of does that like loll back thing.
Ah, fuck, and I like throw him over my shoulder and just sprint for medical bay.
Wait. Okay.
I point my finger up and
Yeah.
I'm like, we could have Sofek mind meld and fix him.
We have 10 for that. Sophia, can you do that?
Nobody else can on the ship. I'm setting up weapon systems now. Get ready for a fight.
And I like lay him down. Sophia, this is order.
Sofek, can
Of
you
course it
can you
is.
mind meld? Can you mind meld, Sofek?
You've done it before.
Yeah.
remember?
Yeah, I've done it
Where we-
Yeah, remember, changed
the
one of my
mind meld.
values.
Oh yeah! Oh my God! Okay.
Not we don't have time for this. He's injured.
He's also mentally dead. Let's.
So the ship coming out of the thing starts shooting at both you and the Romulans. You hear
Sarah,
coming
I'm
over the
basically over.
intercom, "That's it, Zanny. I've waited long enough," from Mevin, and the Romulan warbird just starts letting loose.
Yeah, I would have just screamed back, "Open fire!"
Beagle's like, okay, and just starts hitting buttons.
Use phasers, Beagle. Phasers.
Okay, so Beagle starts firing off the phasers. Beagle coordinates with Sarah. Beagle would like to coordinate with Sarah so that Sarah can kind of like angle the top side of the ship, the dorsal side of the ship, towards the enemy, because the ventral side, if you remember, of the saucer section, none of the phasers work, right?
Right.
So you're gonna need top phasers. So can Sarah give me a roll to line them up, basically?
You got it. Do you want that to be daring and con?
I would. And Gurkhan, you were doing something with power, if I remember correctly, before all of this started.
I was shunting power to the shields, and then now I'm going to be putting power. Well, basically, I'm in control of the power of the ship.
Yeah.
So I'm just moving it around to where it's needed, and it apparently is needed in phasers.
Okay.
So I'm going to hold my action to see what happens to our shields first.
All right. Your shields are pumped up by 1 with that roll you made earlier.
Yeah. They're up. They weren't up before is the issue.
Oh yeah, no, you put them up like almost right away. You used that power transfer you did worked.
Fair.
Yeah, so they are at half the power they normally would be.
Oh, 1, 2, 4, 8. So we have 8 shields then out of 7 shields out of 13.
Okay. Sofek, what are you up to?
Mind melding with the captain now.
This is such a stupid idea.
Oh
I love
boy,
it.
I feel
You're
safer
committed
already.
I know, right?
Why is it
Okay.
a stupid idea?
No,
Why
I'm
would it not
teasing you.
work?
I'm totally
Okay.
teasing you. I just have this image.
Fox literally fixed everything in 2.
I love
Hey.
the idea of the middle of combat, and you're like,
Yeah.
everyone's shooting, and Sofek's like, I got
Fuck,
you.
fix him.
Mind to your mind.
Yeah.
My
And
mind
nuts
to your
your
mind.
thoughts.
Take him into the ready room. You need him.
Okay,
I
so
just flubbed the roll, otherwise that would have gone real well.
so let's do combat. So first initiative will go to me at the moment.
I steal it.
Yeah, you do.
All right. And I turn to Beagle and just deadpan. Load quantum torpedo.
Wait, what?
Load it.
His voice doesn't break for the first time in 3 years. His voice is just like full on, like it's cleared. What?
Load quantum torpedo. You will.
Okay.
We're closing that rift.
All right. So he quantum torpedo loaded.
We're aiming for rift.
Okay. So
Gurkon, this science makes sense. Yes, it tears holes in the universe. It will shut hole in the universe.
Gurkon's staring at you like, I don't know. I'm a Klingon. We've never trained in quantum technology.
Perfect Star Trek theories.
Last 2 years. I've only seen quantum torpedoes twice. I've used them once, and what it did that one time surprised even me.
What? I mean,
I suggest, Commander, just do it. What's the worst that could happen? Except everything gets blown up and we all die.
All right. Beagle, load quantum torpedo, sitting coordinates for rift. Sarah, use Zany maneuver to jump backwards to clear us out of blast radius.
So
support this.
It's two shots. It's two shots to shoot. Like a success of 2 to hit, right? A ship, Gopal?
Yes, but
Yeah.
The ship does provide support with weapons. And
No. You're being attacked.
We're firing. Oh, you're firing at us. I thought you were playing Beagle.
No, well, Beagle's loading. That's the action. So Beagle's. So now it's my turn as the ship. So it's firing.
Because quantum torpedoes require calibration as well. So it's going to be 2 turns.
Yeah. Okay, so he's calibrating, and then next round he'll load, and then he'll be able to fire Yezikov.
It is 2 to hit us, but we were doing evasive maneuvers.
So it's 3 then.
No,
you weren't. You weren't, because you had to angle to attack. She stopped that.
Change the
So
angle.
it's a 2 to hit. All right. So I'm going to do my D6 damage. Oof. Oh, come on! I'm burning a threat to redo that. Unbelievable.
4 points.
That's brutal. That's much better. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. All right, so 6
damage. We have resistance 4, so we take 2 shields.
All right.
That's a good rock. It's like one of those ones where you see them shake and one guy goes flying over the console, I guess.
Do you normally have resistance 4?
Yeah, it's the size of the ship.
Okay.
Yep.
Great. Thanks. Yep. Yeah. So your like backup lieutenant goes over the ledge. Who's taking the next action? Yezikov, Beagle took the first action, so you still have one if you want. Although you could do a leadership role if you want. Gurkon could try and do something. Sofek could make his mind meld roll now. Who would like to do something? Quick.
I'd like Sarah to do evasive maneuvers.
Okay. That will make it harder to attack. With
nope,
phasers.
Because she has precise evasion.
Yes.
Which does not increase the difficulty of attacking.
Nice. Okay. So do you need to roll for that, or she just pull it off? It's a pull off, right?
I believe. I'm sorry, like my computer's being really
That's okay.
slow.
I think it's a daring and control, or daring and con, if I remember correctly.
Or control and con. I don't know which one it is, but daring sounds.
They're both the same score. So.
Yeah, and then it's supported by engines and con from the ship.
Okay.
Okay. 5.
So 5.
Gee whiz! Oh my god. Okay. Well, I guess your momentum pool is back up. Hooray!
Might I make a recommendation, Leah?
Yep.
Use one of those momentums we earned to make the difficulty 4 to hit us.
Okay, I will do that.
Rat.
Because we can't take
Amazing.
4 hits.
I will do that. And then also, I'm sorry, my core rulebook isn't opening up, but
That's fine.
there is something where I can use momentum to make a quick action and do another thing.
Determination.
It's a
Oh, is it
determination.
determination to do a swift?
Yeah.
To do another full round on yourself.
Okay, I'm not going to do that.
Okay.
I thought it was something else.
All right, so their turn again. They're going to move further out. They look kind of like a...
Unless Leah wants to retain the initiative.
She already did that.
I can only do that for the first round.
Oh, I thought you can get 2 in a row. My bad.
So
It's been a while.
It starts to pull out of the rift, and you see what looks like a mix between... It looks kind of like a squid, and like the Jem'Hadar sort of flat. I thought those were always kind of like really sinister looking. The sort of flat, like angular hulls, but the tentacles are kind of like jagged and insect-like, and they seem to be kind of like clawing at the rift, and you can see energy arcing off of them as they pull it open further. It looks like it needs to be open so that the ship can go through. So the ship is still stuck at the moment. This thing is like literally tearing a hole in space. Crew next. Hey,
I'm gonna go, if you don't mind.
Okay.
I'm gonna go and attempt to restore some shields on the Haida.
Okay.
Control. It's reason and engineering. I'm gonna use the momentum to give myself 3 dice. I don't have anything special for this other than when I make a success. This is only difficulty 1 for me, though.
Okay. Of course it is. Oh, come on. Jesus Christ.
So, I'm not going to put that momentum into the pool. I get 1 shield for free,
Yeah.
and then each momentum that I do is an additional 2 shields.
Wow. So you just kind of like
I-
juice it
yeah.
up.
And then I'm using the last bit to get our shields up, and I go, Commander, shields at 100%.
She just nods.
All right. So Mevin and the ship start firing at each other.
You have to say, Mevin.
Sofek.
Do we? All right. I guess, yeah, let's mind meld the captain.
I mean, yeah. Sounds amazing. Do it! Do it, Payette Spock.
Do it now. Come
right.
on, I'm right
Why would you
here.
be a Vulcan unless you wanted to mind meld? I would mind melding everything if I was
Mind
a
melding
Vulcan.
plan.
You wanted
you
a
would.
nerve pinch.
Of course you
Also
would.
that.
This is my cactus. I mind meld with it every day to tell it it's a good boy.
It's the healthiest cactus on the ship.
This is why Vulcans are the only one given mind meld.
Very true. Okay, Sofek.
So there's nothing listed for what I need, what to use for mind meld, but I would think control and command.
I'm assuming he's a willing participant because he's asleep.
He's a willing participant. Yeah. Yes.
But it is always at least difficulty 1.
So I'm not. I don't want to tell you the difficulty. Difficulty 3.
All right, I'm going to spend a determination.
Okay.
I'm going to use the value the needs of the many outweigh the needs of the few or the one. As
Oh.
in, this might backfire on me, but if I get the captain up, he will be able to help the ship better.
Okay. I was gonna make you challenge that value, but that's okay. Yeah, that's fine.
And how much momentum's in the pool right now?
4.
All right, cool. I'm using 1.
Okay. Oh, come on.
So that'll be 6 successes total.
Oh my god.
Welcome back to our crew, Tim.
So pool's full, by the way.
Are you not using any of the momentum? So the meld works.
Yes.
And if you want to use some of that momentum, I'll let you burn off 2 of them to wake him up.
Done.
Zanny.
You hear, fire the quantum torpedo!
That is my line.
Bolt upright.
Yeah, you hear coming from the behind you, already on it, sir.
What? Huh?
It was Beagle. Beagle's got like full on like
Blood
the
coming
tick
from the
voice.
Also, I'm going to do one extra thing.
Yes.
Because looking up stuff, I'm going to spend 2 more momentum for a swift task.
That's what I was looking up.
So it's 2 momentum. I'm so sorry, Leah.
No, it's okay.
I'm going to go back to.
What this is.
I'm going to rush as the Vulcan rushes back to the science station, and I'm going to use our deflector and emit a coherent graviton pulse at the rift.
You are a horrible human being.
Yes, I am.
All right.
You see him run.
Rix
What are
would
you doing?
like to help you with that.
Yeah, is that what Rix was working on?
That's Rix's idea.
All right.
It's like,
Okay, so Rix, give me an assist.
sure. I'm guessing that's daring and engineering.
All that good stuff.
Daring and science, and Sofek, same thing, daring and science. However, Sofek, I am going to tell you, as you start to initiate this, you realize that Mevin's phaser or disruptor fire is having an unstable effect on what you want to do. So it will make this more difficult.
Oof. And it's already.
More difficult than it has been in the past.
And since I did swift test, this is already going to increase difficulty by 1.
Yep.
But I'm helping.
But you're helping, and it's already kind of initiated, so I'm not letting you back out now.
That's fine. Second determination. Remove variables.
God damn it!
I'm just gonna roll that.
Actually, no. You know what? I'm gonna do hell no, not again.
Hell no, not again.
There you go.
There you go. Yeah. So Rix is like already pre-programmed everything, Sofek. So
He
by the
was
time
just
you get
waiting.
back there,
He was like,
yeah.
gotta get the loaded file. Oh, hey, you're here.
Also, I used a momentum. So 4
So-
successes plus Rix's 1 for 5.
5. All right. So the disruptor beam blasts out. God. So it kind of does like a, and then just kind of like slams shut. If there is noise in space, it would make one of those kind of like. You can see kind of like that ripple of just kind of like special effects kind of go flash out from everything, and you see all the sort of like the insectoid sort of tentacle claws are all kind of like just severed and just start doing that like drift in space kind of like off. Hey, congratulations, you've closed the rift.
Beagle, belay the torpedo order.
He hits the button, and you see the torpedo just kind of flash out.
Come on.
Beagle.
Really?
I'm kidding.
Okay.
Yeah, I would be like, Beagle, initiate self-destruct.
Nevin, what was
Band-Aid.
that? Yeah, congratulations. You have successfully closed the rift, and you found a stable way of shutting them down should you find them again. You'll be able to share it with the other Starfleet ships in the region. And probably not a bad idea to share this kind of idea with the Romulan ships in the region, seeing as it looks like they don't seem to be holding back. You can't guarantee they'll never come back, but for now, it looks like you have solved the problem of the Clacks invading this space. Damn. And
Yes, Mevin would be upset about a quantum torpedo when we literally fired gravity out of our warp nacelles.
It's out of the deflector beam. It's fine.
It's deflector judges.
she's kind of sitting on her bridge. I could have done that.
Just over here, you hear a little message. Pops up on her relay. It's just a text from Zanny. So, how you doing? Question mark.
So let's end this on a high note. Mevin offers to indeed escort you back. Your ship is like, it's not doing well, Gopal. So as kind of like the rifts close, the sparks fly, the shields drop again, the engines kind of like poof. You've got power, but things are kind of like really minimal.
I stand proudly in front of my console and say, I said I'd get the shields up. I didn't say for how long.
Mevin offers to tow you back to Naranda Station for sure this time. And she is telling the truth, Zanny, when she offers.
Accept.
And we will end with you guys arriving back at Narendra Station, and Shrev is probably going to give you your new ship, the USS Haida. And congratulations, everybody. We have finished the first series of Star Trek Adventures. Hooray!
Woo!
3 ships down, 3 seasons in.
Yeah.
I wonder what ship we'll get for season 5.
Yeah, stop it. We're going to stick with this one for a while because it takes a lot to actually like generate them on the computer and
That's
film them.
not up to you.
Everyone who was watching, thank you so very much. We had a blast. We'll be back in 2 weeks with our new series, our new Star Trek series. We have some ideas that we want to play with, and we'll be starting with these some characters on the USS Haida. We're really excited. If you can think up an idea for a quote for our plaque for the ship, feel free to tweet or Instagram me at the GM Tim and just say USS Haida plaque, and we will pick the new one for our next show. In the meantime, you can follow me on Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, at the GM Tim. Follow us on Norse Foundry here so you can see when the next games are. We'll be back in 2 weeks for this one. We stream Star Trek Online every Friday night. It's lots of fun. Anything you four want to plug? Anything you're up to? Nope. All right.
Nope.
Well, then, as always, to the 4 of you, love you lots. Thanks for playing. And to all of our viewers, live long and prosper. And we will see you in 2 weeks. Bye, everyone.
Bye.
Bye.